guys, welcome back to Off the Shelf. I am your host, Ronan Time HD, and today what we found off the shelf was
Jim Carrey is Ace Ventura Pet Detective. He's the best there is.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Pet detective.
Jim Carrey is
Do not go in there. Woo!
Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ace Ventura Pet Detective, starring Jim Carrey and Courtney Cox. It was released in 1994, and, it's, I mean, I would consider it a classic, I think. Like a comedy classic from the 90s, a Jim Carrey 90s classic. You know, I think the movie was actually really funny. Maybe because I have just a really bad sense of humor, maybe, but I just thought it was really funny. I was laughing throughout the entire thing, and I think that's just because I think Jim Carrey carried the entire movie's comedy, obviously, because he's Jim Carrey, but I just really think his delivery, especially, is really good. And, his energy and his, spastic behavior in his earlier films. He doesn't really have, that spastic behavior in his later movies, more modern. But in his older ones, he was, more spastic. And this, you can really tell in this one. And I really enjoyed this movie. But the comedy is definitely, subjective, as all comedy is. But I still found it funny. I still found it really funny. And maybe that's just because I like Jim Carrey, but, honestly, I think it's the funniest film I've watched this year. And that doesn't mean it's the funniest film of this year, obviously, I'm not that stupid. But, anyway, the movie is pretty simple. In the plot, Jim Carrey is a pet detective where he needs to find missing pets and people pay him for it. And he's on the search for a lost dolphin for the Miami Dolphins football team. And it's a pretty simple plot. And it's not really that complex. It's all about the comedy. And actually there is a few jokes that people nowadays would say would problematic. If you've seen the movie, you know what these kind of jokes are. And I'm not going to say it because I'm a little worried about...
Just say it. It's fine.
Well, basically, there is this joke during the movie where Jim Carrey kisses this girl, but it actually is revealed later on that it's actually one of the members of the football team that costed them the game, a Super Bowl game, and it was actually a man. And there's a whole 2-minute scene of Jim Carrey just freaking the fuck out, aggressively brushing his teeth and just vomiting and burning his clothes and taking a shower and crying after he burns it. But honestly, I think it's problematic because, obviously it's homophobic and it's it could be, yeah, it's just homophobic. He kissed a guy and he's super super bothered by it, and he overreacts a lot, but I think the film, it's not that problematic. It is problematic, but it's not that big a deal because, well, it's played up for the camera and it's exaggeration. It's obviously played up for comedic effect, Ace is already a super weird, eccentric guy already, so it's kind of just in character for him to act exaggerate about everything, because he exaggerates about everything already, you know what I mean? So it's more just in character and not actually, I don't think the film was actually, anti-homosexual, right? I do not think the film was anti-gay, because if it was, I think it would be a lot more, I don't know, I just don't think it is. To be honest, I don't think it's even that big a deal because... I don't know. It's just... So, some people would find it problematic, while me, on the other hand, personally, I don't find it very offensive. And, yeah, while some people might find it offensive, I personally don't. And I'm trying to word this in a way that it doesn't come off offensive, because I just feel like the movie has a lot of other scenes that have nothing to do with the potential homophobia. So, yeah, pretty, what's that?
Digging a hole, digging a hole.
Digging a
I'm
hole,
digging a hole.
What's that?
It's you digging a hole right now.
For my own grave.
Yeah.
You know what, just,
I'm not cutting all that out.
but you know, away from that part, but I think the rest of the film's comedy is not as problematic as that one. And it's just really, I just think it's really stupid. Like, the comedy is really stupid, but that's really expected from a early Jim Carrey film. You know, the stupid comedy is really, really expected. Because, well, Jim Carrey, it's kind of what he's known for. And, I don't know, I love stupid humor. You know, I'm the kind of guy to laugh at the stupidest shit possible. And I feel like this film just really appeals to my really bad sense of humor. And that's why I found it so funny. And I just enjoyed it a lot. Like, it really flew by. I think the film really flew by. And, like, it was like, very, very short. But it didn't need to be as longer than it already was. I think the film had already, like, had a good conclusion. And I felt satisfied by the end of the movie. And it was still funny. Like, the ending scene was also really funny. And, I don't know. Like, there's a lot to say about this movie, except for just, like, you know, I think most people have already seen it, because it is a classic movie. So, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of Jim Carrey, if you're a fan of, like, stupid humor. If you're a fan of stupid humor and laughing at stupid shit, this is the kind of movie that I think you would really enjoy. And it's only 86 minutes, so I think you could just take 86 minutes out of your day and watch the film real quick, because it's really funny, okay, man? I just can't explain it any better. It's just really funny. But anyway, yeah. I just laughed the whole way through. That's my take. I really liked it, and I would recommend it if you're a fan of stupid humor comedy films such as this. Or even just comedy films in general. Like, this film definitely doesn't have smart humor, but it doesn't need it. I think I've said my piece. I mean, there's not much to say that people haven't already said before. You know, I just wanted to, you know, put my take out there, you know, talk about why I enjoyed this movie and why I found it funny. Yeah, I think I've said my piece, and I'm going to review it. I think I'd rate this film maybe like a 8 out of 10. I think a 8 out of 10. And also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but look, I'm wearing the Hawaiian shirt that he wears in the movie, kind of. I don't know if he wears this one in the second one, but there's an Ace Ventura tag on the back, so that's nice. I got this, it was actually pretty good. I got this at a thrift store. It's a nice shirt. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you like it. You share the video with your friends. Comment down below on how much you like the video. Subscribe, turn those notifications on. And if you know Jim Carrey by some miracle, go tell him that I made this video, guys. I need more exposure. But anyway, yeah. I've been Running Time HD. Signing off. See you next time on Off the Shelf, guys. Can't wait to see you there. That's gonna be a nightmare to edit. No, cut that part out. Oh, just cut it out. Okay, just cut that part out except for the other thing I said.